The Power of Forfeiture, Reclaiming Unpaid Shares, written by Gopal Das, an inspirational speaker. When shareholders fail to pay the call money on their shares, companies possess a powerful tool: forfeiture. Imagine a company issuing shares to raise capital. Investors eagerly subscribe, but some fail to pay subsequent calls on these shares. Forfeiture empowers the company to reclaim these unpaid shares. It acts as a mechanism to ensure that only committed shareholders remain part of the company's journey. Just as a gardener removes weeds to allow healthy plants to thrive, forfeiture weeds out delinquent shareholders. This allows the company to move forward with a solid foundation. A tale of forfeiture, understanding through a practical example. Let's step into the shoes of Sunrise Industries, an Indian company. Imagine they issued 1,000 shares with a face value of 10 rupees each. Investors are required to pay 5 rupees on application, 3 rupees on allotment, and the remaining 2 rupees on a first call. Now, let's say Mr. Gupta, holding 100 shares, fails to pay the 200 rupees due on the first call. Despite the notice, Mr. Gupta remains unresponsive. Sunrise Industries issues a notice to Mr. Gupta reminding him of the due amount. The board then swings into action, passing a resolution to forfeit Mr. Gupta's 100 shares. The company updates its register of members, removing Mr. Gupta's name, and publicly announces the forfeiture. This example illustrates how forfeiture unfolds in the real world, highlighting its role in maintaining financial discipline within a company. Turning loss into opportunity. The art of reissuing forfeited shares. Forfeiture, though seemingly a loss, presents a unique opportunity for companies. These forfeited shares, now back in the company's treasury, can be reissued to new investors. This reissue injects fresh capital into the company, strengthening its financial standing. Reissued shares can be offered at a discount, even below their face value. However, this discount cannot exceed the amount forfeited on these shares. This balance between attracting new capital and protecting existing shareholders' interests is what makes the reissue of forfeited shares a strategic tool for companies. Section 5. Reissue in action, a simple illustration for clarity. Let's revisit Sunrise Industries. Remember the 100 shares forfeited from Mr. Gupta? The company decides to reissue these shares. Given the market conditions and to attract investors, they offer these shares at a discount, pricing them at 8 rupees per share. This is 2 rupees lower than the original face value of 10 rupees. However, this discount is within the permissible limit, as the amount forfeited on each share was 2 rupees. A new investor, Ms. Sharma, seizes this opportunity and purchases all 100 shares at 8 rupees each, bringing in 800 rupees for Sunrise Industries. This fresh capital infusion strengthens the company's financial position. Section 8. A win-win solution. Unlocking value through forfeiture and reissue. Forfeiture and reissue of shares, often perceived as complex procedures, are in essence powerful tools that bring balance and growth to the corporate landscape. For companies, these mechanisms represent a way to enforce financial discipline and attract fresh capital. By reclaiming and reissuing unpaid shares, companies strengthen their foundation and fuel future expansion. Investors, too, benefit from these processes. The opportunity to acquire shares at a discount through reissue opens doors for potential gains. In conclusion, forfeiture and reissue are not merely legal provisions. They are strategic tools that, when employed judiciously, unlock value for both companies and investors.